Freya here from Free to Be You Coaching. Today I'm going to talk to you about the toxic couple, the unhealthy couple. You don't just have one person in the relationship that's unhealthy. You really are both displaying some really unhealthy coping skills and traits and characteristics within the relationship that make it unhealthy and toxic. And just the word toxic, you're feeling like you might have some low emotions within this relationship, like shame, guilt, fear, not good enough, not worthy. And so it makes for a toxic relationship. And there's two components that really drive home this codependency, right? It really is a codependent relationship when it comes down to it. And here's the two things. Now, the one person in the relationship is saying, listen, you're responsible for how I feel. If you've made me upset, it's your responsibility to make me feel better. And the other person in the relationship is saying, yeah, I am responsible for how you feel. It is my responsibility to make you feel better. And this person may be the people pleaser. This person may be the one who's always trying to keep the peace, who's always trying to make sure the other person is happy because I'm responsible for how this person feels. And they're holding me accountable to their feelings. And you may have these moments of walking on eggshells in the relationship. What ends up happening here is this person has a very passive way of communicating. They're not expressing their truth, and people pleasing. Now remember, people pleasing is a form of control because you really feel, if you are the person who feels like you're responsible for other people's behavior because you're a people pleaser, you really do have that sense of lack of control. And so the only way to feel in control is to make sure that I am doing my best to keep this person happy and make sure that they're okay with me. Meanwhile, however, the person on the other end is gaining their control through their aggressive tactics, through their maybe silent treatment, through their perhaps making you feel like everything is your fault. There's a lot of blame taking place here. And in order to overcome this, the person who is stuck in this passive mode, which does create some fear, remember I mentioned that eggshells, walking on eggshells, is to become assertive. Starting to become more assertive, and what might happen as a result is you create boundaries. Yes, you do. As an assertive communicator, you're able to communicate boundaries, and what that ends up doing is it raises your own self-worth. So you're not so much this toxic person anymore. Starting to have a better sense of worthiness. In order to set boundaries, you need to have a sense of worthiness. In order to have worthiness, you need to set boundaries. These two things go hand in hand. And after a while, this person over here might say, hey, I don't like your boundaries. And I don't like this whole thing that you think you're showing some worthiness of yourself. And now you're taking responsibility for your own actions, but you're not taking responsibility for me anymore. I really liked it when you took responsibility for my feelings. Now you're not taking responsibility for my feelings anymore. And once you stop doing that, you no longer feed the toxic couple cycle. You're not feeding it anymore. There's mutual respect, if that is possible, for the other person to meet you halfway. This is that codependency where I am you, you are me, we are one. You know, when you hear that saying, I need someone to complete me. I feel whole when I'm with you. These are sayings of codependent people and things that have become very mainstream that we need to actually take a second to understand that, no, I am whole unto myself. I don't need anyone to complete me. And there's the notion of interdependence. Being interdependent means that you are you and the other person is me. Well, we are we, you are you, I am myself. Here is me, here is you, and in the middle is our relationship. This is our relationship here. It's not this. It's not me and you and the relationship all in one. No, 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 no. That's where we get caught up in this codependency. I'm responsible for how you feel, you're responsible for my feelings. Lots of cool information here to consider. Assertiveness, boundaries, worthiness, interdependence, mutual respect. This is what we're after. Once you start to assert yourself in a relationship, you're going to tell real quick if we have mutual respect or not. And if we don't have mutual respect, well, I'm starting to become a healthier person as a result of setting assertive boundaries. I'm starting to become a healthier person as a result of building my self-worth. And as a result of becoming a healthier person, I'm no longer going to be in this toxic relationship, and it does take two. So a healthy person, a healthy coping skills is not going to be continuing in a relationship with somebody who is continuing to be aggressive and control the other person in terms of not taking responsibility for their feelings. Here we go. I hope you found that helpful. Please leave a comment below. Let me know any questions. And if you ever want to reach out for some coaching with me, I look forward to hearing from you and seeing if I can get you headed in the right direction.